Going down now to my fencing project. I was so busy yesterday, like I said, I just didn't have the time needed to film, edit, and upload videos yesterday. A lot of time was spent answering emails, dong. General questions of things mentioned and featured in my videos. And before I know it, I gotta spend 4 to 5 hours answering those emails. And also, I had a lot of things to do yesterday. So now I decided to change the way I answer general questions in emails and comments by videos rather than answering them on an individual basis. So I'm going back down now to check on my fencing project. They have taken down the forms of the footing beams that we're gonna put into the last holes that they have dug, or the trench that they have dug that's now beside the bungalow. Now they're taking down the gravel and sand already measured in sacks by the multi-cab, because I don't store materials there, even if it's just sand, because people will just take it on. So going back to my subject, that now I decided that those emails asking about general questions featured in my video, I would rather answer them in a form of a video rather than answer them individually. So it will benefit other people who are in the same situation, or other people who's interested to know about that kind of information. Because like I said, some of these people that emailed me a few days later will be making videos on their own channel and like trying to convey that it's their own research, whereas some of the information I've given them is from my own notes during my law school days. Now, I'd like to reiterate as well, because I got Filipinos, or some of them are even foreigners, telling me that I'm such an evil person that I am taxing poor people. I would like to reiterate, I am not the BIR, but I am just telling you the new rules of the BIR. It's already in the tax code, but now they're gonna implement it stricter through that release of that memorandum. Because some are asking, where is the RA for this memorandum? The RA is the train law. That's the tax code. The memorandum is for those RDO, district officers, to strictly implement the tax code. Now I'm arriving here on my fencing project. So you can see Janelle there beside the bungalow now, forming the rebars. So going back to that, I am not the BIR. I want to make it clear. I am not the one taxing. And I am just the messenger. It applies to you and it applies to me. And the BIR here is like the IRS in America. They are also can destroy lives, to be honest. They destroy businesses. And they are very powerful. They have police power. They have their own courts. So, like your IRS in America, Al Capone's career was ended by the IRS, not the FBI. And so, I am not the one that's taxing you. I am just the messenger. So, there's a foreigner that says, or some foreigners, it's not only this one, that there is no tax for bloggers in the Philippines, laughing and calling the people that are following the law as idiots. It's like a case of a child playing with crocodiles. It's not a case if he's gonna be bitten. It's a question that when is he gonna be bitten? So in my case, I'll be paying 8% of all my income from YouTube like many others do. And all of us paying, just watch others saying there is no tax for bloggers in the Philippines. We'll just be laughing when they will realize that the BIR actually have powers. They even close down big businesses and big corporations. So, like one blogger was saying, why jeopardize your stay if you want to stay here in the Philippines? Just follow the law. And if your income is not reaching more than the threshold of tax exempt, what's the fuss? So I choose the 8% on my gross for the BIR tax that I'm gonna be paying, like all my income taxes. I just do the 8% because it saves me a lot of hassle. So here we are. This is what Jonelle has done. There'll be one column there, and going back down to my fencing project. This is my last check. I left them with, they're pouring the footings of the beam, footing beam for the fence. We are now near the beside actually of the budget bungalow. So what I plan to do is also pour the one behind the back of the hollow blocks on the budget bungalow. I'll pour that one up as well, like a retaining wall, so it will fill up that side tie. And so then after we finish on that side, file it up, we'll start on the other side. So because I want both sides to be walled before we start putting on the gravel, so it won't be mixed with any of the dirt anymore. So hopefully they have done now. I don't hear the mixer going on, so they must have done the mixing. And also I will be showing you the plots of the land that we have done. I put some banners all around the boundaries so it'd be visible to the camera, like strings of different colors, so for just visibility, so I could point to you the locations of the entire land dedicated for the eco park, which is the land lease, the rental properties, or the land property, land leasing. Because as of the moment, the feedback that I had, that people are more interested in leasing the land for 50 years, because where can they get that chance here without having to worry about marrying a Filipino or having a Filipino girlfriend, just to be able to live here. With leasing, at least they're protected, and also they're dealing with me, and I want to make sure that the lease contract is solid, that they are well protected. They can even sell the lease if, like, after 10 years they had enough, they can sell it like at their own property. They have done the footing, they've poured everything there or down there. So what I mean about pouring the side is when we pile the blocks, we also put muck on the side of the hollow blocks. So Jonelle is right there on the end of the last column before we continue on. Pila ka sako? 7? Nasujud 7. So 7 sacks of cement was poured on this one. They're already done. So we won't be pouring that end column, because that's where we're gonna continue from there. Yun lang. Okay, mo sumpay pa man ta diha. So you can see that we left the last column because that's where we continue on right down to the boundary. Because we have 7 sacks bought in because we only have 7 sacks. Bilin din itong simento. 7 na lang.
7 na lang. Ito na lang. Nakaton na hulpon na nabili.
Oh. So we only have 7 for the pozzolan cement. So we'll be purchasing some more cement tomorrow. Or Monday. Because if the quarantine pass allows.
Ang palaman.
That's 7 of the 1, 2, 3 mix. 2 sand, 3 gravel. So we just end up before the column. I mean, before the form of the column. So this is what I mean, that when we file the blocks, we're gonna pour muck on the back. So to fill this up.
Sumpayanan pa man dia. Mana polo ni mo kay sumpayanan na.
So you see what I mean, that if we extend 3 more blocks, then we can just connect angle bars on the top without the interlink. That will also work as a good fence with a sharp angle bar cut in between, like stick on the horizontal. Angle bar will be the vertical one cut with the sharp tips on both up and down, and then welded together. Because the footing that we done for the fence can carry another file of hollow blocks because it's very solid. It can carry another 3. So that means that we can just finish it without the interlink, and it will look better because we can paint the angle bars when it becomes rusty, and it's more solid than the interlink fence.